Oh, good morning, Dr. Robin. What brings you by today? Well, Seth, I was in the neighborhood and thought I would check to see how your work with Xtranormal was going. Great. I actually just finished my review of the Web 2.0 tool, which can be found at www.xtranormal.com. What would you like to know about it? First things first, how would you categorize Xtranormal? Primarily, it is a creativity tool. However, it can be so much more. Tell me a little bit about the tool and how you discovered it. Okay, no problem. I discovered Xtranormal a couple of years ago when I was stationed at Naval Air Station Whiting Field. There is a long-standing rivalry between helicopter pilots and jet pilots in the military. Some creative helicopter guy created a short animated movie that poked fun at the jet community. That movie was created with Xtranormal. Once the movie went viral, Xtranormal users saw a very large boost throughout the military flying communities as each one created their own response using this tool. Now, while my first exposure to the tool was through humor, it was obvious to me that it could be used to do quite a bit more. When I think of movies, I imagine actual actors on the big screen. In this case, we are talking about animated, almost claymation-type actors. You simply choose the set and the characters, type in the dialogue, work in any motions, lighting features, etc. that you want, and hit the Create button. Within a few minutes, you have your very own, personally directed, animated movie. To top it off, you have two options for using the tool, online or with the desktop application. This means that you do not necessarily need an internet connection to create your works. Interesting. What are the skills and resources you need in order to use Xtranormal? In order to get started using Xtranormal, you will need basic computer navigation skills. These include the ability to use the internet, some typing skills, basic software navigation skills, email skills, and a bit of creativity. Necessary resources include a computer, PC or Mac, an email account, and an internet connection in order to get started and to download content. If you go with the premium account, you will need a microphone in order to use the voice-over capability. Great. So how would I go about using the application? The first thing you need to do is navigate to the website, www.xtranormal.com. Next, you will either log in or create a new account. If you choose to sign up, you will be offered 3 plans: Basic, Educator, and Professional. While Professional offers some interesting and useful tools, the Educator plan will give you more than everything you need to use this in a classroom setting. This plan adds the kid-friendly environment and the admin tools for teachers tools to the Basic plan. The Basic plan also offers most of what you would need in the classroom, but on a pay-as-you-go basis. After choosing your plan, you will create a username and password. Once you verify your account through the email the site sends to you, you will be able to get started creating. Click on the Create button and you will be given a selection of casts. Each cast has a number of different characters to choose from and the cost of each ranges from 37-150 points. For now, just click on the 1 actor or the 2 actor button at the bottom of the cast you would like to use. Now, you can choose from the sets offered. Just highlight a set by clicking on it, then click on the Actors tab. Choose your first actor by highlight it. Next, click on the Actor 2 tab and choose your second actor by highlighting it. Next, click on the Sounds tab. There are a variety of options for background noises and background music. For simplicity, just leave each as No Selection and click on the Story tab. From here, you will be able to write and direct your story. Click in the dialog bubble for the first actor and start typing. Now, click in the dialog bubble for the second actor and start typing. When you want to add a new line of dialogue, click on the plus sign at the bottom right corner of the actor's bubble that you want to speak next. A window will pop up asking which type of bubble you would like. Choose the text-to-speech option unless you have opted for one of the pay accounts and would like to add your own voice. One item to make note of is that you are limited to 10,000 characters of dialogue. You may customize each dialogue bubble with different camera angles, motions, points, faces, directing where the character looks, or adding sounds. Just click and drag an icon to the point where you want the effect to take place. Some will require points for use in the basic plan. When you are done editing your movie, you can listen to the dialogue only, preview the movie, save the project, or publish the project by clicking on the buttons at the bottom right corner. Again, if you are on a basic account, you will be required to purchase points for the items you used in the project, and that is it. That's it. Congratulations! You are now a successful film director and screenwriter. So, how would you use this tool in the classroom? Well, to be honest, the possibilities are limited only by your imagination. Here is one way that I would use Xtranormal as a history teacher. After signing up for an educator account and creating student accounts for each child in my class, I would create an assignment. For this assignment, the students would be required to reenact a scene from history. Some simple examples would be speeches, Gettysburg Address, Martin Luther King Jr.'s I Have a Dream speech, or how about John F. Kennedy's famous inaugural speech? Have the students type the speeches into the dialogue bubbles. Then, have them add some directorial edits such as camera angles or facial expressions in order to add emphasis to what the historical character is saying. Once they got the hang of using the tool, maybe in the second semester, have them do a scene that requires 2 actors and get a dialogue going. Now, you can have the students present their final movies and talk about what the significance of the scene is. It has been shown in studies that using visual and audio aspects to learning greatly enhances comprehension and retention of the subject matter. I would add some 21st century skills into the mix by having students collaborate on projects. Assign groups of 3 to 4 students. In each group, you would have a screenwriter, a director, a casting coordinator, and a producer. All of the participants would have a part in the creation of dialogue, but they would each focus on their particular role in the project. These roles would alternate each month and you would end up with 3 movies from each group for the semester. What are some advantages to using Xtranormal? The advantages of using Xtranormal are that it offers learning in so many skill sets. Collaboration, computer skills, and creativity are just a few. Additionally, the use of visual material to enhance the learning environment cannot be understated as an enormous advantage. Are there any disadvantages? The main disadvantage is the cost. Initially, Xtranormal's basic membership was free. You were somewhat limited in the assets available, but you could create some very interesting videos without spending a dime. Now, it would cost at least $10 to get started with a pay-as-you-go account. If you go with the educator account, it will cost you $10 a month, plus 50 cents per student, although this does give you unlimited use. Another disadvantage, however minor, is that the voices can be difficult to understand for some groups of people. Sounds like you have a pretty good tool there. What do you think? Overall, Xtranormal is a fun, relatively easy-to-use tool that will add to any learning environment. Great. Thanks for your time today, Seth. It was my pleasure, Dr. Robin. See you on Moodle.